Europe that isn't too busy. Ragnarok is where it's at. There's no queuing. I literally queued for less than, well, maybe just about a minute. Not even. A few seconds. Right. According to my PlayStation, I'm about 50% through the story quest now. So I reckon today, if we push really hard, we can get through it quite quickly. Considering I've only been playing for a few hours a day since early release over the past 4 days. So let us get on with it. Rest well, everyone. We can meet back here later on. I have a small errand to run in the city, so I'll leave you here to recover. Will you be heading to the palace, Wuklamut? Wuklamut, did you hear me? Lost in her own little world, it seems. Well, no matter. I'll be back soon enough. An attendant is standing by to unlock your cabin. Enjoy your stay. Welcome back, Mr. Straven. Your cabin is just as you left it, minus a light layer of dust.
You have a moment? There's something I wanted to talk to you about. So,
Spit it out, woman.
It's just too stuffy in here, that's what. We should go outside. Aye, a nice walk in the fresh air, that's what we need.
Sorry to drag you away from your nice comfortable cabin, but I feel the walls closing in. Oh, I know. I'll take you to one of my favorite places in Tulialo. That should help me get my thoughts in order. We'll go to the Resplendent Quarter and make our way up from there. Peshiwa, what are you doing up and about? Is your back feeling better? It's much healed now, so I don't make a fuss. Besides, I can't be lounging in bed all day when you're out there fighting your hardest to win the throne. You're the claimant with the greatest love for peace. I love this nation of ours, and lending you my support is the least I can do. When I see you smile like that, how can I not be encouraged? Oh, there's plenty more who believe in your cause. I can recruit a whole battalion of smiling faces if you think it'll help. Yours alone is more than enough. Thank you, Pesci. And thank you, Third Promise. I shall pray for your success in the contest. All those smiling faces. Sorry, Lilith. I'm getting distracted. It's just that with the progress we've made in the contest, even these everyday encounters feel that much more special. Do you think we can take our time and maybe wander around a little first? Then we can head to that spot I was thinking of.
This is much better. I used to come here all the time when I was little. I'd look out over the whole city, and whatever worries I had would seem so small. Do you remember what I said at the top of Workor Zormor? That I would fight to preserve Papa's peaceful Tural? Well, I've been thinking a lot since then. About what peace really means. If it's just the absence of war. And it brought to mind all the best parts of our journey so far. I realized nothing gives me greater joy than the happiness of others. Life has its ups and downs, but the company of family and friends and the music of their laughter is what makes it worth living. And as silly as it might sound, I've come to believe that those smiling faces are the best measure of peace.
That's the sort of thing I expect you to say you wish for a world like in Yokku's dream.
Really? I feel proud somehow. It's an answer I arrived at by trying to be true to myself. That you think I succeeded, it means a lot. So, this is my plan. When I become Dawn Servant, I'll build on Papa's peace. Our people will live together in happiness! It's just like Kryl said. By taking the time to hear their concerns, understand their feelings, and consider how best to serve, with each passing day, I'll be that much closer to becoming the leader I want to be. It's hard for me to say how much I've changed since the contest began. But there's one thing I can say with confidence. I wouldn't have come this far without you as allies. If it wasn't for you all listening and feeling and thinking along with me, I would have never learned so much, and in so short a time. There are 2 keystones left. After everything that's happened, and imagining what could happen, are you still willing to walk this path with me? Thank the gods for that. Well, I have nothing else to get off my chest. I need to head to the palace, but I'll see you back at the cabins.
How the heck do I sleep? I don't need these alpha scape stuff. You look to be in good spirits. I assume your leisure time was well spent. I was glad to snatch some quality sleep myself. After all, it will soon be back to the road for us. Peaceful Intentions. Does that give me anything in terms of title? It does. Herald of Peace. Ooh, weapon. I'm sure the others will be along shortly. I do hope everyone has rested well. Now that we have refreshed ourselves somewhat, let us consider all the claimants as they currently stand. Zaralja and Kona have completed every feat thus far and hold 5 keystones apiece. Wuklamat would be equal with them but for Bakul Jaja's thievery, which has left us 1 short. That conniving braggart didn't so much as lift a finger for the feat of proof and wreaked havoc for the feat of ice. He can't have more than 3 keystones at most. He may think he can simply steal what he needs to win, but he's sorely mistaken. I'll be taking back what is mine, this I swear. I fear that reclaiming your keystone may not be enough. That is, if Bakul Jaja's unleashing of Valagamanda is any indication, using his lead, I anticipate that he will move to obtain the remaining keystones before disrupting his rival's attempts. We may all find ourselves being forced to take from one another. Can't say I'd be comfortable with that. But neither will I surrender my claim to the throne so easily. It is for the sake of preserving the happiness of my people I'll do what I must. The last 2 keystones we require are those of the Lay of Repast and the Lay of the Brotherhood. The former depicts the cessation of hostilities between the Mamulja and Jabral in the forests of Yoktel, specifically near a village called Ikshbrax. That's where I was born, if you recall. I haven't been back there since Papa took me in when I was a baby. Where the Lay of the Brotherhood takes place, however, is unclear. In the saga it is said that a foreign explorer came seeking an audience with the Dawn Servant, but little more than that. Eorzea has a similar tale. The explorer Ketan Ram befriended a 2-headed king known as the Autarch before commencing his travels across Tyrell. He journeyed here several times afterwards, but was ultimately lost at sea. At least that is the commonly held belief. Your 2-headed king certainly sounds like Papa. So this Ketan Ram fellow must have come to Tulialo. But if he indeed arrived some 80 years ago, the capital may not have been built yet, vestiges of Yokhui architecture notwithstanding. Wait, you said Autarch, didn't you? Said Ketan Ram must have met the Dawn Servant in Mamuk. Mamuk? Is that a city? One of the grandest in Tyrell once upon a time, and the seat of the Mamulja's homeland. It too lies in Yoktel, not far from the Ikbrach. In all things considered, Yoktel seems the obvious choice for our next destination. From here, the safest method of travel is by dirigible. We should make for the landing once our preparations are complete. We're riding in one of Kona's balloons? They can't be any worse than ships, can they? The next flight to Yoktel will be leaving shortly. Passengers are asked to keep hands, legs and luggage inside the dirigible at all times. Are we sure that thing will stay in the air? All the way to Yoktel? She certainly has lived a sheltered life. Are you ready? Bags packed and goodbye said? There's not going back once we lift off. Not that I'm nervous or anything, I'm just making sure that you're not nervous. This isn't my first rodeo. Oh, who am I kidding? My knees won't stop shaking. Hey, will you hold my hand? Just until I've settled my nerves. Of course. Big baby, come on. Let's go. You're the nicest person I've ever met, Lilith. I'll try not to crush your hand. Really? I'm bigger than you. There she is. Third promise. Just wait a moment. Mablu and Tobli. Of course. I'll wait as long as you need. Sorry to delay you, but we were able to discover the origin of Kryle's earring. Is that so? You said before that it gained popularity in Yogg-Toroil as a protective ward for travelers, correct? That's right. We tracked down the elderly merchant to whom first sales are attributed. According to him, the design imitates an accessory worn by a foreign mage he met at market some 20 years ago. Little did he know that charming taste of salt would prove to be a commercial triumph. A foreign mage wearing this earring could only be grandfather. Did the merchant happen to mention which market? One in Yogg-Toroil, to where it seems you are already bound. What luck! Then I shall seek my next clue once we arrive. Is it mere coincidence that brought my grandfather here? Or yet another discovery to look forward to? Thank you both for coming all this way. Anything for the third promise. Good luck with the rest of the rite. Thanks, won't let you down. I've just got to board this dirigible and I'm as good as there. Last call for passengers to Yogg-Toroil. I really hope she wins. Yogg-Toroil will test her mettle without a doubt. The next Dawn servant must be willing to bear the full weight of this nation's history, no matter how heavy it may be. Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry.
The fierce Chapral hunters who laid claim to this land call it the Azure Forest, Yogg-Toroil.
This is straight out of Final Fantasy X.
By meteors in ancient times and colored mesmerizing shades of blue and green by nature, it is easy to understand why the place is so named. It is here where the Chapral and Mamulja once battled for dominance, that the right of succession would reach its climax.
I can't remember the name of that forest.
Are you all right?
I've never been good with heights.
The vegetation is far denser than in Kozumautka.
I suggest you pay more attention to the ground, unless you want to walk straight into a cenote.
A cenote?
Sinkholes filled with rain and groundwater. Many meteors fell here long ago, it is said, and after they struck the earth, it became susceptible to erosion. Deep as some of the pits are, you'll not climb out in a hurry should you take a tumble. So, don't take a tumble.
It was one time.
Is the Chapral community depicted in the Lay of Repast close by?
Aye. We need but follow the path a short way west.
Right. I can't stand here with my knees knocking forever. Let's get going.
With thicker vegetation comes reduced visibility. I advise you keep someone in sight at all times. Shall I ride today? Yakawaktsol. It's so cute! The idea. Sugar glider. Oh my god, no, we don't want to go. No, no. Go away. Good, everyone's accounted for. Ikbraksh is up ahead. Let's be on our way. Erinville was not exaggerating about those cenotes. It would be a grueling ordeal to climb out of one. Well, thankfully we made it here without incident. Let's not dally any longer. It's quite a small little... Ah, some new clothes again. Ready to head on in? Our first task should be finding the Elector. Hopefully our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly upon us. The third promise and her retinue, I presume. You presume right. I seek the Dawn Servant's Elector. Then come and join us in the Garden of the Stars. The village centre, everyone is waiting for you. Everyone? And who might that be? There is but one way to find out. Come, let's follow him.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with a Ligarmanda in the first place.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Now that we are assembled, let us begin. My name is Hunmuruk. As Ibras Rash, I have the honor of serving as Elector on behalf of my people. As all four claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. Third promise. If you would please join us. Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner. Teams will be decided by lots. Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
Twelve forbid Wuklamat is paired with Bakul Jaja. After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
Oh, I'll help. I'll wait to beat him up.
Claimants, please present your colors. I have red. Blue. On separate teams, then. And the rest?
Red. Which means...
Her favorite brother.
Together again, as fate would have it.
Resolve and wisdom.
Victory's as good as ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
Not the one-hit.
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine. Shibruk Pibil.
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say?
Indeed. If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along? But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future. The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivir will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques. Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster. Let the feat of repast begin.
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Bibil before. What's it like, I wonder?
How fortunate this feat's unique stipulations have frustrated Bakul Jar's attempt to delay us. Serves him right. That's what he gets for endangering my people with his schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He's plenty strong and obviously has a mind for strategy, twisted though it may be. I'll never understand him. Putting aside our competition for the moment, allow me to express how glad I am of this opportunity to work together. As I see it, our team possesses a distinct advantage. Yeah, of course we do. Any team I'm on is bound to succeed. Precisely. You mean we have an advantage in numbers, yes? Our competition has a team of 6, the 2 claimants, Sarilja and Bakulja as lackeys, whereas we are a team of 9. That's 3 more people we can mobilize. With the task suitably delegated, it should be a brisk affair to learn the recipe and assemble necessary ingredients. Too easy. Well, we mustn't be overconfident, lest we make a careless mistake that could have been easily avoided. Our first order of business should be determining the recipe for Jibruk Pibil. We can hardly gather ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Given the nature of this feat, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of the Jibral people. Let us gather here once we have seen what clues this village has to offer. Oh, shit. I don't like a I just want to tune it to pistol here. Oh, there it is. We ought to cut our losses and head to Mamuk. This feat is nothing but a fool's errand. You're the fool if you think we won't tan our hides for leather if we dare to return without enough keystones. Besides, we've taken from the house cat before. How difficult could a second time be? What are you looking at, Salt Liquor? Mind your own business. The recipe for Jibruk Pibil? I wish I could tell you, friend. A dish so delicious is meant to be shared. Alas, we are forbidden from divulging anything. Orders from Hanmuruk himself. But your mentioning it has given a fierce craving. I only hope there's still Ibruk to be had at market. Ibruk. A number of spices, some entirely unfamiliar to you, are nestled in a basket. That one's called akiote. We mostly use it to add a bit of color to our most popular cuisine, but its medicinal benefits are significant as well. Color, so it's a colorful ibruk. Bright banana peel. An unusually colored banana peel has been neatly arranged on the ground, which appears to be smoking. Oh no, it appears I've gone and dropped my Najul. I mean, Jatika banana peel. I could barely see it for all the steam issuing from my underground oven. Ah, there's nothing like enjoying a tasty banana while you use the leaves in your cooking. Sorry, I'm back. What did you discover about Jibok people? True to your prediction, the villagers were forbidden from educating us directly. However, many were still preparing it as one might a staple dish, and an observation of the techniques yielded clues enough. A lady blending local herbs and spices was only too happy to describe the ones I didn't recognize, while neither confirming nor denying any relation to Jibok people. But one in particular she attributed to all common Jibral dishes, akiote she called it. I see. Then if Jibruk pibble is indeed a dish as ubiquitous as Elfino claims, we have confirmed our first ingredient. Meanwhile, I did observe a cook bearing bundles wrapped in the leaves of najul, or banana, in certain localities. It would seem the use of subterranean ovens is commonplace. I saw the same. I think we all know what's inside those bundles then, don't you? Ibruk, without a doubt. As would be expected of a dish called Jibruk Bibil, indeed. So to summarize, this dish is one of Ibruk, flavored with a combination of spices that includes akiote and steamed underground within najul, or banana leaves. Given our assumptions are correct, we must now learn where and how to procure our ingredients. As a staple cuisine, its ingredients would be close at hand, which is why Thancred and I scouted the surrounding forests while you were exploring the village. Between the local vegetation and wild Ibruk, we should have everything we need in regards to meat and spices. Leave it to a master gleaner. With that, we should next divvy up our tasks. While some gather ingredients, others should make ready the kitchen. I can help prepare the kitchen. Permit me to assist as well. Our ovens will doubtless require firewood, and I have some experience in its gathering. I too should be glad to volunteer mine aid. Then the rest of us will gather ingredients. I can make quick work of the spices and herbs myself. I am happy to lead someone to a suitable Ibruk, if they will perform the requisite deed, I'll say. As for the najul leaves, I believe I am capable of acquiring that much on my own. Be warned, you won't find najul in these parts. They only grow in the Jatika heartlands, forests far below these. Such an excursion may be time-consuming. Perhaps we ought to try bartering first. This feat encourages our communication with the locals, after all. Lamati, Lilith, you could accompany me on my own. No better way to whet my appetite. Good, let us be about our tasks then. Come on, let's go and get those najul leaves. The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat. I like it, it's less bulky. Let us see if there are Nigel leaves to be had in town. Perhaps the cook Oriange mentioned might be persuaded to spare us a few. Oh, hello again. Did you need something? Nigel leaves. For purposes other than Jibruk Pibil, naturally. Unfortunately, I've just used up my last. You'll have to travel to the lower forests for more. Golmagic Grove is the source of the finest Nigel leaves you'll find. Wild variants you sometimes see in city markets can't compare. I see. I'd hoped to avoid such a lengthy adventure, but if there's no other way to obtain our ingredients, then to the Jacques Tika Heartlands we shall go. Allow me to save you the trip. Traveling there requires that you go through the Tienbeck Traverse, but it has caved in due to the recent storm, I expect. What? But that means we can't get our Nigel leaves. But we can, can't we? If there were no other way of procuring them, you would have suspended this feat, or else altered its objective. Perhaps. Anyways, I apologize for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I felt compelled to chime in. That's very kind of you. Any last-minute advice you'd be willing to share? Only to undertake the feat of repast with an empty stomach. You may find Jibruk Pibil to be a delicious but daunting dish to finish. Well, can't wait. Still, if there are no leaves here and we can't travel for more, how are we supposed to gather all our ingredients? These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and cultures of Tuliolol. So perhaps there is something about Jibruk Pibil that we have yet to learn, something of significance other than its recipe or ingredients. Oh, I see. Like who was the first to make it, its history, that sort of thing. If it's Yak'Tel's history you're interested in, you should start with the old war. Between the Jabral and the Mamulja, right? These forests have borne witness to centuries of warfare, the evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. To know the end of that bloodshed is to know Jibruk Pibil. Huh? What does steamed Ibruk have to do with bloodshed? Precisely the question we must answer. Vexing though such a detour may seem, I can think of no other way to approach this feat. In that case, you may wish to visit the site of a settlement ruined by the war, the village of Ion Asso. It lies a short distance to the east. The village of Ion Asso. Understood. Thank you for your help. Come, let's go and see this place. Ion Asso. Oh, excuse me. Bloody tired I am. The village of Ilion Aso must be further east. Let us continue with haste. For all we know, our competitors may be on our heels. So this is the village of Ilionaso. Oh, what's left of it? It was a place of light and life. My great-grandfather called it home, in fact. Wokevu, I didn't know you were in Yaktel. I was picking up lumber from Igbrush when I heard the third promise was on her way to this site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw another opportunity to be of service, and so followed you here. Wokevu is a shipwright who came out to our aid during the Feat of Reeds. A pleasure. You're a member of the third promise's retinue, I presume? For the moment, I suppose I am. My name is Kona. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Kona? Now that's a good name. Familiar name. Where have I heard? Oh, he's going to go crazy again. Kona, as in the second promise of Tulialol? To think that I addressed the Dawn Servant's own son as some common retainer. Such disrespect cannot be excused. Please, take up your gun and... Oh, come on, not this again. I take no offence. Please, do not dwell on it. All right, then. I shan't dwell on it. And yet right on cue. At least he's consistent. I understand you wish to learn about Jibruk Pibil, while I am forbidden by the Jabrak rocks to divulge any information regarding its preparation. I would be happy to share what I know of Yaktel's history. We'd appreciate that. In its most basic sense, the conflict between the Jabral and Mamulja was one of land. The Mamulja live in the lower forest where the thick canopy obscures the sun and the soil is unforgiving to crops. This drove them to covet the upper forest, the home of the Jabral, and they launched a determined campaign to seize it for themselves. Yet advantage ever favors higher ground, and the Jabral forces held the upper hand against the invaders, rebuffing them time and again. And as the state of this village would attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought it about? Something you know all too well. Blessed siblings. You must understand, the Mamulja were once a people as much at war with themselves as they were with others. The Hubigo, Bunewa, and Dopro each sought to assert dominance over the other, even as they engaged the Jabral in battle. In an effort to strengthen bonds and discourage infighting, Hubigo and Bunewa leaders arranged a marriage between their children. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one could have ever imagined. It was long believed that partners of differing clans could not have children together. But then it happened. A child arrived who shared the blood of Hubigo and Bunewa both, a two-headed Mamulja. Blessed with tremendous physical strength and a magical prowess, he grew into a mighty warrior before eventually arising as the Autarch, the first Autarch, ruler of all three clans. Such qualities would dispose anyone to leadership, character notwithstanding. Under the Autarch's rule, the newly united Mamulja became a force to be feared, and the war soon came to a head. Think it best you see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and there I shall continue the tale. Wow. After so many years, it still looks like this?
This is where most battles were fought between the Shabral and Mamulja, the Shobrit Cinder Field.
A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
The war over these lands began after the Yoqui's departure some 500 years ago. And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence, a constant stream of minor skirmishes punctuated by massive slaughter.
Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago.
Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
First they sealed Bali Armanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn Servant's behest.
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours. If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace.
Puff your tails and scurry off, then! Cowards like you ill-deserve the bounty of this forest. Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance? You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us. Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
He's from across the ocean.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end? That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil, you do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front. An alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe.
Oh, I fell asleep. Why join me? Okay, yeah. We're...
There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda.
Good morning.
You defeated the Sky Ruin?
I'm just tired.
I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How the Pelu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation. The guiding principle of the nation we envision.
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you. And so began that legendary banquet. One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the Dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Chebral steamed Najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the Dawn servant laughed and declared once more. Their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's Shibruk Pibil, I'd wager.
It is a marriage of Chebral and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The Dawn servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the Dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
Ignorance begets a strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Shibruk Pibil and the history it has written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us. What's wrong? Someone was there, you say?
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
I don't know. Oh, he's cute. Papa really did live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about our people's myriad cultures. And we're doing the same now. Yes, trousers. Kinda. Everything's green and blue. Oh, what's that? Rook Avu has given us valuable insight into the origins of Jigbrook Bibil. However, we are still no closer to procuring the necessary Najul leaves, unless... Tell me, was that historical feast commemorated in some fashion? With a monument, for instance? Indeed it was. Allow me to show you. I don't feel like that anymore. The monsters in this area are... And you know that blue forest in Final Fantasy X? There was one in here, just like it. Can't remember what it was called. There's a lot of Final Fantasy X in this one. A lot. Final Fantasy IX, my ass. Here it is. Oh, shit. I was meant to turn that off and I ended up skipping some. Since this feat demands a journey through history, I thought it only logical that a monument like this might steer us true. Especially one at the heart of so significant a battlefield. Lamati, Lilith, would you help me search this area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye. Sure thing. Look here, the soil has been recently overturned. Oh, someone buried a box. Well, I would have been satisfied to find only a hint, but here they are, fresh Najul leaves. How my Rook's doing, I'd wager. There's a poetry in hiding them on this battlefield, given that it was central to the war they helped end. Yeah, so he planned all this from the start. Thank you again, Bukavu. We wouldn't have found these leaves without your help. It was my honor to render assistance. And with apologies to present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well, Third Promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the Feat of Reeds, I have been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. All devised solutions to the Hanu's ailing crops. You alone sought to know their culture and revive Ihihana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. In my humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Tulialal and what they hold dear. Should you again require the historical musings of an old shipwright, I am here ever at your service. For now, I take my leave. That was really nice. I cannot argue with that. How you worked in a team? Yeah. He's just giving an example of when you worked in a team. Yeah. And I was pleased to others, so I didn't really know what they do. I just do take over and do something or help with a festival, and I don't have to do it. You just need to give an example of where you work together with your colleagues for a not targets, but a common goal. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, but you got to word it professionally. We have what we need. Let us return to Igbrush. I am not walking back. I want to see what gemstone trader what he's selling. Brock's hide and green blade. That's for alchemists. I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. I hope so. I'm famished. How did everyone fare? We got the Najol leaves. Wukevu came along and helped us find them. Wukevu was here? I would have liked to say hello. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. The Galul Jaja brought an end. That Galul Jaja brought an end to centuries of warfare surprises me little, but your chief said peace through cuisine is something else entirely. Leave it to my old man to find the oddest of solutions, but how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Urianja and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need, with no mention of what we needed them for, of course. And I am pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest had on offer. Spoken like a true expert. Erenville and I found our Ibruk, so we should have meat aplenty. It was a spirited creature, so much so that its hunter fell down a cenote trying to catch it. What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand? I picked a good portion of local herbs, with particular attention to the seeds that yield akiote. I'm told our resident astrologian divined the appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well. Aye, through further inquiry did I determine the ideal balance of spices. Then all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume that at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts? I can hardly claim profound skills, but I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me. And you, I hope. I could use your adventurous grit when it comes to skinning the Ibruk. Oh, my mouth is watering already. Without further delay then.
Oh, it smells so good.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
At first I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Bakul Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Huh. Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
Something knocked up against the door.
It's ready. Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
This looks amazing!
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then.
You can put them on the females as well. They're coils. I was very tempted, but then I thought, exactly. Something like that.
In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Bibil admirably.
He looks like he could be related to her, you know.
Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoktel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you. All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment. Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
I see. While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated and spiced before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
No, because they're adopted.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
This is delicious! The brook's so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the najou leaf rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
choke on your harmony.
Come, come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
You don't have to tell me twice. Ah, that was bliss.
It was palatable enough, I suppose.
He's picky. I'm worried about going to the Mamulja clan next, though. I feel like they're going to band against me with Baku Jaja.
Why?
Because he is Mamulja. He's a two-hit Mamulja. They see them as natural leaders.
To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
Only 1 feet left.
Well,
Each key, they've got about 7 key plates.
I know, but you put the in the other one.
No, they're all there's a plate for each keystone.
I know, but they on the other scene she put the green one in there, not the yellow one.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So she put it in the same square twice. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Because you got the edge one, and then you got the one square one.
No.
The green one you got from the
it's a different picture.
I know it's a different picture. But you put it in the same slot as the other one was in. That's what I mean.
Yeah, they all go at the bottom.
Yeah, but why do they all go at the bottom if there's other slots on the side?
I don't know.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, the other slots are getting filled up.
Hmm? Was a little bit lazy?
Yeah, this is just putting in the same slots instead of actually adding them to the slots.
I'm glad that
I don't know.
Wasn't paired with one of the others.
We can do better than that, surely.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important.
Like stuff like let's say how you approach change is fine, but this is give an example of an improvement you've made from doing things in a different way. Why do you have to do anything in a different way?
I hate that. I hate that.
Like I wasn't in my job for long enough to do anything on my own.
Well, like I say, if you need George to help, George is good at that. If you need his help to answer those questions, because they also ask.
I needed to apply though. So the parent applied, he said, "Oh, you need more information." So I'm trying to do more information. And it's time frames. That will take too long. So I try to do it myself. I can't think how.
Just remember buzzwords and keywords, eh? Right, next village, here we come. I'm hungry today.
I'm looking to farm a lot. So I would have done something like that. I would have done something different there, but I can't remember. It was so long ago. That's the problem. Like, I know I did a few things on my own now. But I have to be working in a place for a long time so I can be more comfortable doing my own things, you know what I mean?
Mm. I get some. That was so good, I'm already looking forward to having Gibrig Pibil again. Here, Lilith, Kral made more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I'm thinking to buy more for the road myself. Now that the feat of repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? Your new wares are now available from the Jabral merchant in Ixbrush. Not Alice Say, Alfino. Oh, damn it. Shoes! Oh good, I hope they're stronger than what I'm currently wearing. Seeing as we now face the penultimate objective of the ride, it would be wise to travel to Mamuk and undertake the feat of the Brotherhood without delay. Wise, yes, but impossible. The Tianbek Traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Jaktika heartland, is still impassable. Is there no other route? I'm afraid not. Work to clear the path is underway though, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. But let us each use this time as we see fit. I, for one, would like to explore the village's surrounds, if Erenville would oblige me with a tour. Very well, I have no engagements. Then I will come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. Though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, it does afford me an opportunity to look into my grandfather's purported visit to Yucatán. Oh, that's right. Mablu did say something about a foreign mage coming through here decades back, didn't she? I'll come with you. Want to join us, Lilith? Let us reconvene here after our respective diversions. As I recall, the merchant met my grandfather at a market in Yucatán some 20 years ago. Any who might reliably remember him must therefore be at least middle-aged. Let us make inquiries where we can.
Yeah. Well, previously, it's a farm with handling animals.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we get lost of visitors.
Mm-hmm.
We have to make a timetable
Mm-hmm.
and to let the staff and the customer which animals will be handled and qualified at times. So there's a
That's a good example.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Oh, I'm going to fall down here again. No.
They tell you, yeah, they just do the paper, try and make a time thing and see, so you can know what's going on.
A foreign mage 20 years ago? Yes, I remember him. It's not often we get visitors from across the salt, let alone those travelling with infants. A baby girl, as I recall. I only saw him passing, mind. If anyone were to know more, I'd wager it'd be Hanmuruk. He was already Jabrak Rux then. A baby girl? Couldn't have been. Thank you, sir. That information is very helpful. Hello again. Do you require assistance? A foreign mage passed through Ikbrach roughly 20 years ago, possibly carrying a young child. Do you remember him? Why do you ask me this? Who is this man to you? He may have been my grandfather, and I wish to know what brought him here. Your grandfather? Not by blood, but he is family nonetheless. A foreign mage did indeed visit Ikbrach, Master Galuf. So far as his identity is concerned, I trust you are satisfied? More than that, however, I cannot say. Why not? I simply cannot.
Don't pause UH's stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I beg your forgiveness and understanding. Very well, I will not press. Thank you for confirming his presence here. The rest I will discover myself. Out of more general curiosity, I have another question. They say the Yokhui once dwelled in these forests. Where was that exactly? General curiosity indeed, but yes. Before they withdrew to Urkopacha some 5 centuries ago, the Yokhui claimed Yaktel as their own. Many of their architectural remains can be found in the lower forests, the Jatika heartland. Then that's where they must have had their visions. Thank you, that answers much and more. I understand what it means to long for one's family, so believe me when I say that though my position forbids me from aiding you further, aiding you further, I wish you nothing but success. By helping the third promise find the Golden City, you will surely find the answers to your questions. Speaking of which, I have a query of my own for you, Lilith. May I request a moment of your company? Go on, we'll wait for you.
You know what his reference number is? I don't know what his number is.
Reference number?
Well, it says yeah, assignment number.
Oh yeah, I'm asking.
Which is the assignment number and or tracking number. I think it's 2 emails.
I can get his assignment number.
But no, would they have to the emails or
It says all. I can get your assignment number for you.
Oh, yeah, by email. Just pay on your bill for your work.
I don't know when he'll reply though. Hopefully soon. Thank you for obliging me. First, let us head to the cenote behind this village. I died already from fall damage. I haven't died from fall damage in years. It was my intention to see you off without saying anything, but Mistress Kral's plea has softened my resolve. As the leader of our community, I am gladdened to see that the Third Promise has surrounded herself with such compassionate and trustworthy companions. Would you tell me of her journey thus far? Is that so? It seems the rite has been a source of great learning and growth for Wuklamat. It does me well to hear that. My daughter would be about her age. Girls are rarely born amongst the Jabral, so when she arrived, the village was elated. I thought he was related to her. Such joy I felt when I first held her, and pain when I found her at the bottom of a cenote. 3 years old, an accident, it was said. I knew better. She had been pushed. Though we never caught them, a suspicious figure was seen fleeing towards the Jatika heartlands, towards Mamuk. Once bitter enemies, the Mamulja and Jabral had learned to live in peace. But who could doubt the intent of such a reprehensible act? By targeting the child who would one day lead her people, the criminals sought to undermine the future of the Jabral. So she's being a female of this tribe, because she was born in this tribe, means that she's a bit like the two-headed guy from his tribe. I was determined not to let them succeed, and so I let the memory of my daughter die in that cenote, and gave her into the care of the one person I knew who could protect her. Dawn servant Galul Jaja. So, Daddy, Well, she looked like him. Though she was born to lead the Jabral, fate had a greater plan for Buklamat. Only the Dawn Servant and I know the truth, but I must now take you into my confidence for one reason. If the villain who attempted to murder my daughter was indeed of Mamuk, then rancor towards the Jabral still burns. I was caught off guard once. I will not suffer the same tragedy again.
Now he's going to be a bigger leader.
Mm-hmm. And so I ask you, not as the Dawn Servant's elector, but as a father, to watch over the third promise. Defend her from her enemies that may be lurking in shadow. Will you do this for me?
No problem.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Talialol, but a concerned father.
So different.
Suffice it to say, this conversation must remain between us. Pray, breathe not a word of this to anyone. These gloves are ridiculous as well. See, look. Told you it was a Mamuk.
See, that's the problem though. They're all teaming up against you because of the 32 million one. Like you said, they see them as natural losers, so they're going to follow them too. So someone just not.
Glasses? I just see we've got an extra slot down there. Faceware?
Like mask.
Unable to display this feature is yet to be unlocked. Ah.
Like mask and glasses.
Oh yay, look, I look a little bit better now.
Yeah, I look so busy. So busy.
Yeah. Gloves now, yes. Recalling the past has rendered me emotional. I require a moment to compose myself, but please do not keep the third promise waiting. I know, I'm trying to play and look at my phone at the same time. Yeah, put its email down for now, and then maybe if you later on get his assignment number. Ooh, dungeon. Hang on. Before I start this, I'm gonna go make some tea. Tea? Would you like some tea? And something to eat. Okay, guys, I'm back. Let's get started with this. Let me get started with this mission, because it looks like it's going to be a battle. Upon speaking with Wuklamat, several cutscenes will play in sequences. Recommend you set aside some time. Okay. You're back. So what did Hanmu want?
I don't know what the last thing was. How do I answer that?
What?
How do I... It's the start, I have to answer the referee's name is. I don't know his last name.
Hang on.
I found out.
Let me bear it back, guys. It's alright, you don't have to say. More importantly, the Tien Beck Traverse still isn't clear yet. Something about even more rocks? And I think I'll take the opportunity to rest. All that cooking and preparing for it was worn me out. A nap does sound tempting. A moment, promise. You're one of Buckle Jaja's. What do you want? I've come to fetch you. You're welcome to refuse, but know that it would be most unwise. And why is that? I'm sure your salted friend has an idea. What do you think?
I'm not friends with having had it either.
And they say house cats don't come when called. Follow me, promise. Don't say that. Say you on a first name basis.
What is the meaning of this? And just how far do you plan on taking us? Oh, Morok! Jaja, you snake! If you want my keystone so badly, you'll deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty! This man is the reason we are here. Take a good look at him. Go on. Look. Surely you recognize your real father.
Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted sellsword. She heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
Is it true? Is Humoruk my... Your silence says it all.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. If that adventurer attempts to interfere...
You scared of me, bruh? Huh?
I'll kill the old man myself!
You despicable, heartless fiend! Kinsman or no, I won't stand for you taking hostages! Come on then! You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight!
Oh, such heroic caterwauling, promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue. By the by, house cat,
They've been instructed to put down Papa dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him. Well, what are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
I know I didn't hear you right.
Don't worry. The scary adventurer won't try anything funny.
Foreign scum! Who are you to mock me?
Your worst nightmare, bitch.
Kill you, kill you, kill you all!
Who hurt you?
Don't look away, Salt. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
Hey, eyes on me. The house cat, remember?
Yeah, it will be in the system on the internet to take a while.
I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you. I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people.
Ooh, am I going to play as her? In this battle, you'll play as Wuklamat. Through skillful combat, Wuklamat will gain the resolve she needs to unleash powerful limit breaks. Not only do these attacks deal great damage, they'll recover HP. Use them early and often to emerge victorious. Okay, let's go. Or that Break of the Luate, Tail Kurali Judgment, Run of the Sword Hit Hotfire. Oh well, let's do it.
Come, you mangy house cat, so I can rip you to pieces! I cut you to shreds! My magic should be more than enough for Miss Mittens. I'll make you eat dirt!
Shit. No, she doesn't.
We're settling this here and now.
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Still playing the part of the brave warrior.
Yeah, but my healing magic is full on cooldown. No.
Is no longer amusing me.
This rite has taught me so much about my nation, my people, and myself.
Okay. Ah, shit.
Can't keep up.
Kitty, 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 kitty.
Shit. This is hard.
My goodness.
Finally understand what it means to live in peace. To greet each day
Yeah.
safely and happiness.
It's time. Finished. This is the end for you, kitten.
I don't know. Yeah. No, I'm not. Although this might kill me. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Fuck. How are you meant to defeat this motherfucker? I think is I don't know anything about the moves. I don't know anything of Wuklamut's moves. Let's skip this. No, there's no like. So Dawn can run of the Ronic. Lua Tana Pulse break of
Come, you mangy outside, so I can rip you to pieces. I'll cut you to shreds! My magic should be more than enough for Miss Mutants. I'll make you eat dirt!
Gotcha.
No more tricks, Bakul Chaja. We're settling this here and now.
Still playing the part of the brave warrior? Mittens is no longer amusing me, brother.
This rite has taught me so much. About my nation, my people, and myself.
That's right, I know how to.
How do you like this? Kitty.
Understand what it means to live in peace. To greet each day in safety and happiness.
Right now I know why I'm doing this.
It's time. Finish it. This is the end for you, kitten.
Not enough to claim the title of Dawn's servant. I must carry on Papa's legacy, his love for our people.
I'll grind you beneath my heel!
Right, I'm doing way better now.
What? Can't keep up.
Yeah, I've learned.
Why won't you die? I'll show you the true power of the blessed!
I will be the next Dawn servant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last!
No, I can't do anything.
There's no way I'll ever lose to the light of you!
What? But that was everything I had!
Is that it?
I can't stand it anymore! Attack! This is our fight! Stay out of it!
You bring shame to our hearts. You think we care about your stupid pride? This is for Mamuk! We cannot lose!
Oh, the great Bakul Jaja needs help, I see. Send your whole army. You still won't
my word!
I will prove that my allies are right to believe in me.
She wasn't like this before!
Die, bitch. Fuck you, two-headed cunt. Oh, my tea's finished.
That reminded me of Mike.
Ha, my stone. I'll be taking that, thank you very much.
You earned that. It's weird.
I don't think those are slots.
They look like slots. Maybe they just get absorbed into the thing.
Maybe.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How can this be? How could that puny house cat beat all of us?
You've caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks. Threatening the Hanuhanu, releasing Valyarmanda, harassing me is one thing, but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
Where is her father?
No. No.
Hi.
And he goes and forgets he had the way blocked.
What? That was his doing?
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage.
They're honourable, at least, to some degree.
They were just following what they thought they were strong.
Mm.
Didn't realise they weren't so back there.
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you alright? So what Bakul Jaja said about you and me...
But to single-handedly defeat Bakul Jaja, you truly are the Dawn Servant's daughter. It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
Promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Gulul Jaja's daughter, and Tuli Hyolal's next Dawn servant.
A bit insensitive, Wuglaman.
Come on. Let's rejoin the others.
I guess.
And maybe feels a bit of abandonment, something. I could have brought them up on.
Yeah, well, it was because he gave it to her to protect. It gave it to him to protect her.
I don't think she's just going to get used to it. Either she doesn't see us after that.
Yeah.
That's what mostly was.
Seems we were last to return. I'm glad everyone made it back safely. Thank you for having faith in me. Keeping out of the fight even when it got dirty couldn't have been easy for you. But Bakul Jaja won't be the last person to threaten those I care about. I want to prove myself that I can stand up to such villains even when I stand alone. Which isn't to say I won't ask for your help when I need it. I smell rain. Of course, I know better than that now.
That looks like a station.
Stage.
Yeah. Oh, the station is in 8 to begin? No? Which is one of the rather big things? Which one is that?
9.
9.
There's bugs.
I don't know what they are. They're like huge things you ride. They're used as transport, like trains or buses and stuff, but they're creatures.
Yeah, that's 9.
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover. Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Shibruk Bibil?
So thou hast taken a liking to the dish. As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this.
You tell him, Urianja.
But there is in ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tuli Yolal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future. Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural. But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I failed to understand my own people.
Starting to get this, like you said.
Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy Dawn servant?
He thinks differently. At the same time, they want to save everyone.
She's resolved and he's with
To understand and connect with people is by no means easy. But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are.
Come back again.
What makes you laugh and cry and rage.
He laughs.
That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection.
Understanding begets fellowship, as my father said. And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me.
I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see mine own, painful in their familiarity. Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense, and simply be.
Do you remember when you first approached us? And we asked you why you wanted to become Dawn Servant. You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country, and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this, and in time they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
Very well then. I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
Okay. I've got something, didn't I? There we go, that's much better. So what's the state of the Tianbeck Traverse? Still being cleared, I'd assume. Hunmaruk said he would notify us as soon as the work was done. Then perhaps now would be a good time to consider how we might reclaim Wuklamat's stolen keystone. The next feat will be our last, after all. Oh, I already got it back. What? When? Not to mention how. This is Bakul Jaja we're talking about. No, just me. So I taught him a lesson and took my keystone back. You bested Bakul Jaja in single combat? Bravo! Hey, what can I say? I've had good friends to encourage and cheer me on. There you are. Our excavators have contacted me with news of their success. The Tianbeck Traverse is now safe for travel. Then we finally make for Mamuk.
His work colleague, obviously, was your friend. It's his friend or work colleague told me, don't say would you.
He's a family member.
Magazine, half jobs UK, huge job seeker jobs at the website, but clearly edited jobs, nursing standard, nursing trials, website, people management, Brad RCN, radio, club, right job, Royal University, job site staff, and other.
Come to think of it, isn't Bakul Jaja's home? We can only hope its residents don't share his winning personality. If it is indeed the city where Ket and Ram first met the Dawn Servant, surely some civility awaits us. I would not be so certain. It is true that the Dawn Servant received Ket and Ram in Mamuk, but was instrumental in the establishment of friendly relations between the Jibral and Mamulja. But since that time, most of the Mamulja who supported his peace have left their city in favor of abiding in the capital. What remains is a cloister of Mamuk, and while these traditionalists do not take up arms against us, neither do they bear great love for outsiders. Whatever they're like, the people of Mamuk are also Toliola. If I'm to be Dawn Servant, it is my job to know them first of all. Well, we'll be on our way then. I'm glad I could learn about where I came from, and eat so much Jibruk people besides.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything, Hunmaruk. Till next time, take care. First we make our way across the Jobrit to Cinderfield, due southeast. George must be busy today. I haven't seen heard a people squeak for me.
There we go. So that's coffee done now. Oh my gosh.
How you have grown indeed. Just me and my elephant.
If you relate directly or have a relationship with a director or employee on Britain, please take the relationship. What's that?
Say that again?
If you are related to a director or have a relationship with a director or employee on an employee, please take organization, please take the relationship. I'm still not well that.
An appointing or no?
No.
Oh wow. Okay. The traverse will bring us straight into the Jatika heartland. Remember how you insisted this forest is green? Actually, you know what? The music's quite beautiful. I'll listen to it. I need to find out the name of the blue forest in Final Fantasy. That's fine.
Fine.
Macalania.
Ah,
This path is quite steep, isn't it? Let's take our time and descend safely. Not that steep, Kyle.
I mean, well, what's next on your own? Quite steep. Oh, God.
I spoke with one of the excavators on my way down. Apparently Buckle Judger cleared away the one fallen tree remaining by barreling through it. That Wuklamut single-handedly defeated someone possessed of such physical might is nothing short of remarkable. Still, we ought to proceed with caution. There's no telling what his wounded pride might compel him to attempt. It looks like I'm going away from mine.
Oh, it's not there anymore.
What?
My information. I wrote so much down on it, and I said I want to do the thingy from the last thingy. It's gone. It's so weird. It says good stuff I wrote.
You should write them down in a notepad and then save it.
Yeah.
So you can copy and paste. And edit as you need it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Look at that. If that isn't Macalania Woods, nothing is.
Oh yeah, that looks very much like that. A lot bigger though. It looks a lot bigger. I think it would look like that if it was more open world, I guess.
Mm.
I like the trees and stuff.
I mean, it even has sprites flying around.
Yeah, and the trees can run on.
Alluring, isn't it? In more ways than one. Take my paring stone and hold it close to the glowing rock.
It says I can't go back to my thingy.
As you hold the paring stone in the soft glow, it fixes itself to the boulder with surprising force. Paring stones are natural magnets, and that's a meteorite filled with iron, one of many remnants of an ancient meteor shower. The heterogeneous ether they emit causes surrounding flora to glow unique hues, as you can see. Mamuk must be the steampunk place.
Mm.
And they use glowing boulders to make it look that way. So these glowing boulders came plummeting down from the heavens. Yet that I'll be merciful. There you are.
Oh no.
Blue. It's all blue. A far cry from the upper forests, indeed. This place is already so fascinating. I'm eager to hear what the people of Mamuk can tell us about it. Keep running. We're almost there.
You look safe.
As this is also my first time visiting Mamuk, I have no experience interacting with the locals. But given Hanmaruk's parting words, I would advise a cautionary approach. Well, we all know what comes next. Let's find that elector. 2 streets seem to converge upon this plaza, so I propose we split our numbers between them. Given Hanmaruk's guidance, I also suggest that we err on the side of caution and move throughout the city in pairs. Erenville can come with me, and Alice can go with Kryle. That leaves Lilith to accompany Wuklamat. If these arrangements are to everyone's satisfaction, then may our respective searches prove fruitful. Let's tune to the ether. Lejeune Unawa. Your words may as well be ambient noise for all the care this citizen pays you. As you begin to speak, the man abruptly turns and leaves. Please tell me you've had better luck. No one will talk to you either. I was prepared for hard stares and harsh words, but this is something else. That building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go and take a look. A merchant wouldn't ignore us, surely.
Okay, they take my example. That's good.
Hello there, we'd like to ask you something if you don't mind. Move along, outsiders. We're just trying to find someone, the Dawn Servant's elector. Could you tell us where they are?
I think he might be coming.
No.
Don't worry about
them. Rude. Oh, well, how are we supposed to find the elector if nobody will even speak with us? Everyone, can you hear me? Come to the massive stone structure on the west side of the city as quickly as you can. Don't like that music. I bet you it's Buckle Jaja again. Yeah, but this is his village.
It could be the general.
Up there.
Oh, maybe it's a Roger. Yeah. Nope, it's him again. Uh-oh.
Bested by a mere shade.
Which means she's stronger than her.
Papa?
Shade.
Not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawn Servant as he was in his prime.
That's probably the. That's probably the feat. Mm-hmm.
The channeler is Zerelja, Autarch of Mamuk and Elector for the Feet of the Brotherhood.
Yolar's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You who spurned your retainer's aid when battling your betters.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Galul Jar Jar himself. That is the final feat. The first promise fought alone and fell short, but that is now the least of his concerns.
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed elector. Soralja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant.
Ouch.
I disqualify you from the right of succession. Be gone from my sight.
I have a feeling he's going to be a problem later. Because this, even though the DLC is here, there will be patches to expand the story later. They release it in like episodes. Not now. There's nothing
isn't
wrong.
Over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City.
There's nothing stopping him from having a military coup once she becomes Dawn Servant, for example.
When Zoralcha was defeated, he tried to take the keystone by force, but he was thwarted by Father Shade.
My dearest child, welcome home. This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Gulul Jaja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs.
He's not got a single one.
Show me your tablets.
He's not got a single keystone.
Nope.
Oh, he's got 2.
What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy!
That must be his mother in the background.
No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack, you can easily take.
Now I know where he gets it from.
Is that his father?
That's his father.
I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her.
You've already got him, she goes.
You mean to tell me that you, glory of Mamuk, for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors? You are as useless as your siblings. A failure. Leave and never return! You have no place here!
I'll take you in. You can see where the apple came from.
You can see what pulls him to be the way he is.
Let's go, brother.
He's a dick.
Worthless! Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it!
Ulterior motives there.
He wants to be able to get rid of it.
Looks like a mother isn't happy with the idea.
But when these stragglers fail, Gulul Jaja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant. So come, stand before me, and fall.
I won't do your trial.
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamuk. The Mamulja deserve nothing less, so your battle can wait.
I'm of the same mind. Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn.
Do as you will. But until you triumph over the Shade, you shall proceed no further.
Promise, I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
See, that's Bakul's mother. Probably because they've got that as part of their culture. Maybe the females are considered. Mm-hmm. The electors we have met thus far have all had their peculiarities, but each we felt would judge claimants equally. This Zariel Jar, however, seems set in his belief that only blessed siblings are worthy of the throne. Why would the Dawn Servant name an openly biased man elector? Worrying over Zariel Jar won't get us anywhere. That lady, on the other hand, was the first person to address us with any civility since we arrived. We should go and meet her, hear what she has to say. The western outskirts, right? I will be coming up shortly as well, so don't be long. Oh, I've got hiccups now. Huh? Oh, thank you. You don't have to, but thank you. The dignified lady. Thank you for coming. My name is Milalja. Here we may talk freely, away from prying eyes. And what was it you wished to talk about? Tell me, what do you think of Mamuk? Well, we don't have much to say yet. No one wants to speak with us. All who remains in the city are devoted to the traditional ways. They believe that blessed siblings are superior, that only they are worthy to lead the people of this continent. Most people would not deign to address outsiders, deeming them beneath notice. Sounds like an ideal community so far as Bakul Jaja is concerned. I am tired, exhausted by this senselessness. There are others like me, but we dare not speak our truth aloud. Yet now we have an opportunity to reclaim our agency. For you have bested Bakul Jaja. You, a Jabral, inferior by all presumptions, triumphed over our two-headed champion. This time anyway. Next time I might not be so lucky. Bakul Jaja is just that strong. I seriously don't understand why he cheats so much. It seems to me he'd do better if he just trusted his own abilities. He's desperate. Other blessed siblings have fallen before. Mola Jaja of the Silver Scales, for one. He travelled across the salt in search of conquest, only to be overcome. But no matter how the individual may falter, the people still believe in blessed siblings' supremacy. Because of my father. He who united Torel under one rule, who in their eyes stands as testament to the tradition's infallibility. Regardless of your father's virtuous intent, his great triumph has only fanned the flames of our people's obsession. However, as both his daughter and claimant to his legacy, your triumph would prove that Gulul Jaja's true strength lies not in his birth, but in his character. And in doing so, he may give us the strength to renounce blessed siblings forever. I can understand wanting to forsake zealotry, but isn't forsaking two-headed Mamulja going a bit far? You must decide that for yourself, whether the price we pay is worth an empty dream. There is a place that will help you to understand our plight. It lies far to the west of here. Follow me. Is that a meteorite up there? Aye, and judging by their attachment, that tree must benefit from the meteorite's unique ether. Anyway, we should press on. Milalja was anxious for us to see whatever it is she has to show us. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, we can do that in a minute. Thought I saw an ether current. Oh no, it's just butterflies. The canopy blocks out the sun so completely, it's as if we're in a room without windows. Hunting camp like as not. I'd love to talk to Mamulja hunters and learn about their ways, except they'd probably ignore me. The others have continued on. Let's catch up with them. This is the place you wanted to show us? It lies just beyond this passage. Entry to these grounds is not permitted even to the devout. Nonetheless, I would reveal our secrets to you. Rest assured, I shall take full responsibility. Come, see for yourself the truth of the blessed. Wow.
I shouldn't have looked down.
The stone pier yonder. That is our destination.
To erect it there would have been no small feat.
The work of Yokui hands built long, long ago.
Hmm?
Our forebears merely altered the entrance.
Altered? To what end?
It will be quicker to show you. We have beasts that can carry us below.
If those bug things from Final Fantasy IX come. Oh, no. Oh, are those going to be my new mounts? They're like dragon chocobos. They're gorgeous.
A cool cha-cha.
What? Could it wait to laugh at the failure?
You've always come here to cry. Ever since you were little.
Mother!
The third promise seeks to learn about Mamuk. She may be our chance to finally end what we have been powerless to stop. Talk with her. Tell her what we have done.
Fine. Perhaps it's only right that we be the ones to speak of it. Blessed as we are.
So he's actually a good guy? Despite all that crap?
Well, he's doing because he's father, really. Down. I mean, mother was the child of it, she's been a better person.
Here. This vessel holds the remains of a two-headed Mamulja. An infant. We converted the ruins into a cenotaph, so the souls of these children wouldn't return as vengeful spirits.
Do you know how blessed siblings are made?
I've heard that they are born to Hubago and Bunawa parents.
Such unions between clans were originally arranged to stop infighting. The war against the Shibral was going poorly, and we needed to be united. Then, one day, a child was born. One blessed with two heads and tremendous power.
When this child grew old enough to lead our army, we became unstoppable. The Shibral had no answer, and we drove them all the way back to the trees above. That taste of victory awakened our greed. We became obsessed with conceiving more and more of these superior children. No matter the cost. Of the countless born, most die. Trapped in their shells. Only 1 in 100 survive. If we are blessed, it is only because we yet live. Unlike our brothers and sisters, who were sacrificed for the glory of Mamuk.
That's horrible.
Of course it's horrible! It's an atrocity we can never take back. Those children died so that we could live. So we had to succeed, no matter what. To fail would mean it was all for nothing. But I did fail. I squandered their sacrifice. I should never have been born.
You're wrong. You didn't ask to be born as you are, and you aren't responsible for your siblings' deaths. The people obsessed with blessed siblings are. They made their choices, but they don't make yours. Since when do you let others push you around, Bakul Jaja? What do you want? Say it!
I want it to end.
You want to speak to them?
I don't want any more to die.
Then you have my word. We'll put a stop to this madness.
Blessed siblings are revered by their supporters as a means to achieve dominance in Tural. If we understand why they harbor such aspirations in the first place, we would be better equipped to treat with them.
Indeed. I just hope they will be open to discourse.
Take me with you. Those fanatics treat my words as gospel.
No. There will be trouble if your father finds out you're still here. Moshutural Zush. There we will gather the people, and ask anything the Third Promise wishes to know.
Then take one of my scales. One that blends Ehubiko and Bunewa coloring. It'll serve as proof that you have our trust. People will do as you say if you show it to them. I'm sorry for what I've said and done.
At least he's sorry.
I don't expect your forgiveness.
You had your reasons. I'm glad I could know them.
Anyone?
Which is to say, you're not a complete alpaca's ass.
Thanks, Wuklama.
Yeah, they spoke at the same time.
Well, maybe it's for the best. Hatred is exhausting, after all.
Indeed. So let us make the most of our newfound friendship and bring together the people of Mamuk. We have much to discover.
She's exactly. He's your friend now, so that's good.
Now I've got a strong ass friend. And I need to contend against my kitty cat brother.
It's very good. It's standards, but after nothing, very much.
Hey Lilith, before we rejoin the others, can we talk for a moment? I really hated him, you know, Bakul Jaja, with every fibre of my being. He tried to ruin Ihihana, sabotaged us on the river, kidnapped me for my keystone, and released the most vicious Tural Vidral of all time. Anything he could do to cause us pain, he did. Never in a million years would I forgive him. The moment I understood why he did what he did, the pain he's been carrying this whole time, all my anger just evaporated. He still needs to make amends. I hear you. Buckle Jaja's motives don't absolve him of his crimes. He must answer for them like anyone else. But right now, my duty is to ensure that no one in Mamuk feels desperate enough to go to such lengths ever again. Anyway, thanks for listening. Now that I've voiced that, I feel readier for the challenge ahead. Come on, let's head back to the city. Hey, Dave. Jesus, did I go all the way around there? No? Hmm? So how have I got all this open but nothing in between? Buckle Jaja's scale represents his faith in us. We don't fail him or his people. Right, it is now literally 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna kill the stream here, and we'll pick this up a little bit later when I get back. Yeah. So I'll see you all. See you all later. Yeah. Oh God, I'm so tired all of a sudden. Yeah. If I don't come back later, because I might have an early night, I'll come back tomorrow morning for a quick short stream. At least I'm only working 3 days this week. Oh, that reminds me. Yes, I'm done. Yes. Yeah. Right. See you guys later. Bye.